Afternoon all, welcome to the channel. It is game day. The boys will be kicking off in about 49 minutes ish at Stamford Bridge, the home of one of the best teams in the league. I'll be with you in a minute, sweetheart. Just taking the kids to the shop for real quick. Should have gone earlier really, but we were playing, having a good time. Anyway, home of one of the best teams in the league, the best team in London, the champions of Europe. The reigning champions of Europe, I should say. And it's going to be a very hard one today. It's going to be tough. I will be chuffed to bits, as I imagine most teams, with a draw, should that be the case. However, if we could pull off not the impossible, but the improbable, and snatch all 3 points, that would be amazing. So, but our team sheet is not negative, but less attacking than it would be up against, say, a Brentford, a Brighton, a Leeds, a Southampton, etc. And I think that's warranted. Like I said, Chelsea, they got a lot of drama going on at the club at the minute, but they still have some top quality players. You know, the likes of I'm not going to say Jorginho, I don't think he's all that, but Kovacic, Havertz, you know, these boys are some of the best players in their position. Mason Mount, Hudson-Odoi, Thiago Silva at the back, you know, some top players. Marcos Alonso is one that always impresses me. Cesar Azpilicueta. If he was 4 or 5 years younger, I think Newcastle should be pushing to sign him, you know. But anyway, let's have a look at the team. So it's a 5 at the back, which is no real surprise, you know, up against. This is the first West Ham aside, and I love West Ham. You know, one of my best mate is a. You let me go, yeah. My best mate's a Hammer, and I've got a lot of respect for West Ham now. I think it's terrific what they're doing in the league. That you know, they're really pushing things on. David Moyes is getting the best out of the team. But West Ham aside, this is the first sort of top 4 team that we would have faced since the turn of the year. You know, we're on a 9-game unbeaten run. Obviously, we played Manchester United, was it on Boxing Day or on the 27th? But since then, the only top team we faced really is West Ham. That's no disrespect to the other teams, but this will be the sternest test yet. So, 5 at the back. Dubravka in goal. Javier Manquillo comes in at right wing back, which is not a position he is 100% going to perform at. We all know he prefers a flat back 4 to a back 5, but he's been putting that role, and I'm sure he'll do the job. We're now down to we've got 1 right back out of 3 now with Emil Kraft. Although he's on the bench, he did pick up a bit of an injury in the last game. Anyway, stop rambling on, stop fucking waffling. Manquillo at right wing back, a back 3 of, I imagine it'll be Fabian Schär on the right hand side, Jamal Lascelles, El Capitano in the middle, and Dan Burn on the left. I could be wrong because we played a back 5 against Liverpool last season with Fabian Schär in the middle, and it really worked. However, Schär's a lot more comfortable on the ball than Jamal Lascelles, therefore I would put him at the right centre back because he's going to receive a lot more ball from the full back, and the midfielders, you know, putting the ball out wide to get out of the congestion area. Matt Targett left wing back, can't argue with that, brilliant. A 3-man midfield. Now, I thought Joe Linton was being rested against Southampton, but he's not even on the bench again today, so I think he's picked up a little bit of a groin knock, which is absolutely, you know, to be expected. The congestion at the minute of games. If he's not 110% ready to rock and roll, there's no point even having him on the bench, because like I said, we've got a lot of games, quick turnover of games coming up, so there's no point risking him. 3-man midfield, I imagine Bruno Guimaraes, fresh off the back of his heroics on Thursday night against Southampton. Sean Longstaff comes in, his first start for a long time, and imagine Miggy Almiron will be playing in midfield. I would put those two in like a double pivot, and him almost a number 10 position. He's got pace, he's got the enthusiasm, he's got the work rate. He can just get in that midfield and graft and chase Jorginho, chase Kovacic, chase Solniger should he be playing. You know, I don't think he'll be playing wide like some people are suggesting. Some people are suggesting we're going to have a 5-2-3. I don't think that's going to work because Chelsea are very much a possession-based team. They play a lot of their football in the midfield. Anyway, then we've got Chris Wood up front, and Jacob Murphy, I imagine, will be playing up front for him. It could be a 4-5-1 with Miggy on one side and Murphy on the other. However, I just think it would be pertinent to pack that midfield with as much manpower as we can afford, really, because Chelsea are dominating midfield. We need to challenge them as much as possible. I think having just two in midfield against what is usually their three, personally, I don't think that's a good idea. But if the manager turns out to do a 4-5-1, 5-4-1, or a 5-2-3, then he knows better than me. Chris Wood obviously is our number one strike asset at the minute. We have got Dwight Gale on the bench, but Eddie Howe has made it clear he doesn't fancy Dwight Gale, and Chris Wood just does so much work for us. You know, brilliant to see him get a goal last time out. Fantastic header, fantastic cross in all fairness. But let's go again, Chris. Touch wood as he did the other night. Love that. So most interesting thing is, it's the first time we played 5 at the back under Eddie Howe. It's the first time in a long time that we've not seen one of our midfield three rock stars, i.e. Joe Willock, Joe Linton or Jonjo Shelvey in the starting berth. But Bruno Guimaraes showed glimpses of brilliance the other night. I thought he struggled with the tempo of the game at first, but he soon got up to speed. Sean Longstaff will need direction, will need a little bit of guidance, because he's a willing worker and a willing runner, but he's shown in the past he doesn't always make the right decision. But Bruno will help him, no doubt. Jacob Murphy is just going to run his socks off, always be a speed asset and a pacey outlet, I should say, for Chris Wood. On the bench, we've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench, Carl Darlow, Martin Gillespie. Then you've got Paul Dummett, Alan Saint-Maximin. Fantastic to see him in the squad. No doubt he'll come on. No doubt he'll come on at some point to give him a little bit of a run out before he goes and terrorises Everton yet again. Then we have Matt Ritchie on the bench, along with Emil Kraft, Ryan Fraser, Dwight Gale, and the young lad Debole, or however you say his name. I imagine Fraser will only come on if absolutely needed, because he is knackered. But I imagine Alan Saint-Maximin will come on. We might even see Dwight Gale to give Chris Wood a bit of a break, because, like I said, we do play Everton. A quick turnaround on Thursday again. After the Everton game, it's a bit longer, a break for the Spurs game, which I didn't realise, which is obviously good news, bit of respite. But here we go. We're now looking at 41 minutes to kick off. Up the tune, away the lads. Feeling good about today. Hopefully we can get some sort of result and at least give Chelsea a really good game. Good luck to the boys. It's going to be hard. Let's go.